Jimmy, what's going on? It's your girl D here. I got the Virgo season um, September read for you. This is going to be an astrology read. Okay, so I'm taking a look at the planetary alignments and telling you what I'm getting intuitively off of that. All right, so there won't be any cards in this reading. Um, I may have some cards in the other readings I do, but if you definitely like cards, in the box below this video, there's a link to my other channel. It's called Mini Styles of Tarot. Make sure you subscribe to that as well. All right, but we're going to do an astrology read for the month of September for the sign of Gemini, the sun sign and the ascendant sign, okay, specifically. All right, so this means you could be observing this situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be happening to you, okay, but it could be happening to you. Or you could be, presenting this this situation to someone, or you could be the one who's doing the action instead of the one who's receiving. All right, so it could go any way. Take what does resonate, leave the rest. All right, I'm just looking at my notes here, so you may see that little flapping thing there. That's just my notes. All right, so I wrote some things down about y'all. Now, you don't have any planets in your first house. It looks like a lot of the energy you're dealing with, some of it has to do with your feelings and the things you like to do for fun in your inner. It could be your family and some inner child situations that may have to be worked out that are having a direct reflection on your relationships. Like, that's what I'm seeing based on where all of your planets fall. Because you got planets in your fourth and your fifth house, nothing in your first, second, and third. So this is telling me with your fourth and fifth house, I don't know if your parents, some of you may have, I don't know, maybe you grew up fast. Some of you may have grew up out in the streets. Maybe there were some issues with your parents. Maybe some of you grew up and you had parents who were, they got money in untraditional ways. Like maybe you grew up in a family environment where people hustled in some sort of way. Maybe it was illegal, all right? Or maybe you grew up in a family environment where people, did things like prostitution, right? That could be the case. So maybe that could have been your mother figure, okay? But for others of you, it could be that you're looking back at, a lot of your relationships, and it may have a lot to do with, what you experienced growing up as a child or what you've seen go down in your family. And so that's why I feel like, because I feel that way because, like, from house 1 through 6 or from 1 through 7 or whatever, the first 6 houses, you don't have any planets in them except for your 4th house and your 5th house. And then, we get to the second half of your chart, and that's where all your planets lie. So to me, this is all about your connections with other people. Maybe they reflecting on you or you reflecting on them. So you were either a lesson to someone or someone was a lesson to you, or there were multiple lessons for each party, whatever side of the coin you fall on. But your 8th house here is where Pluto's in retrograde. That's in Capricorn. Now that's going direct in October. We got a lot of planetary energies going direct in October, or some going in retrograde in October. October is a very busy month astrologically, okay? So we're right now we're in the energies where we're starting to feel the transition of those energies, right? So things could be being revealed, things could be left unsaid. Somebody may be wanting to right some wrongs. Somebody may have gotten caught out there in things that they were doing. It could be coming to light what was going on in the dark. So a lot of this types of energy is what's going on here. I feel like for some of you, there's some lessons here, there's some hardcore lessons that you could be learning, or some people around you could be learning. Yeah, I feel like some of you, somebody could have taken advantage of your naiveness, or you may have taken advantage of someone else's naiveness. That could be the energy here. I'm getting some very dark energy here. Somebody involved in trafficking, Okay, child trafficking, to be specific. I'm just getting some real dark energy here, and somebody making money doing that. Somebody could get caught for that, or that could come to light that somebody's doing this. Okay, you could be around somebody who's doing this, or somebody could be putting you in a situation where they're trying to do this to you. I don't know how the energies work for you, but just pay attention to the people around you. Pay attention to your surroundings. Okay. For others of you, it could be money situations going on. Somebody could have to pay out something. Somebody could be on payment plan when it comes to taxes. Yeah, somebody, you know, I don't know if they didn't have an accountant or their accountant was no good. But, I also get somebody not being able to, somebody being upset that they're not able to go visit their friend overseas, or their friend is not able to come see them. Somebody could be going through, I don't know, there could be some arguments or some, I don't know, people being judged based on, you know, their beliefs or their lifestyle. You know, some people feeling real constricted in reference to, you know, their house of worship or their spiritual beliefs. People being judged. So you may be in a position where you're judging someone, or someone's judging you for your beliefs. As far as work is concerned, for some of you, you know, you may be seeing that you deal with some two-faced individuals. You may be finding out about gossip, people gossiping about things. You may hear something about yourself. You know, something may come back to you, someone said about you, or hopefully you're not the one gossiping. Okay, so, or maybe you know someone who's doing this, or you hear something about someone. But I feel like it could be about you. I don't know if you had an affair with someone that you work with. For some of you, or you messing around with someone you work with. But I feel like for some of you, if that's the case, that could be what's going on here. I don't know if something is caught on, somebody's got caught on job stealing. Something got caught on tape. I don't know, somebody dealing with, you know, getting in trouble or lost their job, but, or it could be somebody's record could be being pulled. Somebody could find out that somebody has been arrested for stealing. Yeah, I see that. I see that somebody robs people. They make money robbing people in some way, shape, or form, or stealing, doing something illegally. But there's also somebody who, I don't know if this is you or not, or I don't know why this person's coming up in your energy, but there's somebody who's has an addiction, some type of drug addiction, somebody you work with, or maybe you work in an environment where you work with people who have substance abuse issues. It could be people who've been in situations where maybe they didn't have a family. You know, maybe their parents weren't around. Maybe their parents passed away. Their father could have been in prison. That could have been what could have shaped your childhood. Or somebody, you could have just grew up in a family full of hustlers. You know, somebody who made money illegally. Somebody who could have been in the mob, or involved in security, you know, physical security, but for like criminal activity. You know, somebody need to hire a bodyguard, or somebody needs some armed protection. Somebody maybe could have been selling drugs. Not drugs, weapons. Could be drugs too, but, you know, somebody may do the they may do the guns on the low. They don't let people know that they do that. It's only for certain occasions they do that. They may have done it a few times. You know, like maybe somebody who always sold marijuana or weed, dipping into, you know, selling crack or cocaine. They may have done it once or twice, but it's not their cup of tea. So, I mean, and this could just be something simple at the job where, you know, maybe you had to take on somebody else's responsibility while they were out and you didn't really like it and you're glad it's over. or somebody may have had to do that for you. Somebody could be telling you that that's what they had to do with their friend, or it could be a coworker telling you that, or I don't know. Something like that. Some stuff you may not want to know, but I do feel that when it comes to your social life or your dreams, things like that, I feel like there could be some regrets here. Some of you may be regretting that you didn't take an opportunity, or that you lost the opportunity, or maybe you applied for something and you didn't get it. But I also get somebody like doing something in excess. It could be addictions. It could be somebody dealing with some addictions, or somebody could just be partying in excess right now. All right, and you may need to be careful with that. You could have a family member who's dealing with some addictions, or you could be, or there's somebody you work with. It could be a friend of yours as well. Like maybe you have a friend who's, you may not know it, but because I sensed that earlier. Uh-oh. Who is this music? I'm trying to hear who it is. I don't recognize that. I don't know who it could be. It might be Lil Boosie. I don't know though. But then here come the sirens. Yo, so it's a lot of activity going on out here. Some things that you might not know what's going on in your 12th house here. You got Uranus here in retrograde. Now Uranus just went in retrograde in August, the end of August, like 24th. So I wanted to wait a little bit to see what the energies feel like. Damn it. Alright, so maybe you're going out riding. Maybe some of y'all want to go out riding. Maybe some of y'all got four-wheelers. Y'all ready to get out there and go four-wheeling. Some of you got a bike, ready to get on your bike. I don't know. But yeah, with your house of your dreams, I think you should definitely write down your dreams. You may definitely have some weird dreams. Maybe having some weird sexual dreams. Okay? Just write it down. Write down what you remember. Some of you maybe having dreams where you're trying to communicate with the person and you can't communicate with them. Especially if you're connected with ancestors. Maybe you're trying to, there's no communication. It's like maybe you just see them. That's for some people, not everybody. But like the subconscious energy you're giving off is an energy where, you're a very peaceful person. You are chill. You're friendly, right? But I feel like you may snap out of that. You could snap out of that at any given moment right now, based on the things that you're going on, or it's just your Gemini energy. It's like there's two sides to you. So for some of you, that is truly the case here. That is truly the case here. When Uranus in your 12th house, like you really like, whoop. Okay, somebody is not right, man. Not everybody, but there's somebody out here, you may be dealing with that. And maybe you really don't know that this person is really like, woo woo. It could be drugs though, like, because like I said, I see drug use here. It could be, it could be you, or it could be somebody you're dealing with, or you could be spiraling down a path where you're using something and it may become addictive. But this could be somebody you're dealing with. You may find out that they have some type of drug addiction, or some type of, they got caught up in some type of money laundering scheme, or some type of illegal activity going on. Or if this is not them, it's you. This is somebody who's, I'm just looking at somebody's record. Like for some of you, this is just your record. But there's a lot of information that's going to be revealed to you all in reference to what people have been up to. Or if you've been up to something, that's going to be revealed to, like, people you know. Like, somebody could be going to jail, and that might come out. Like I said, some people could be involved in some type of sexual, something with children. It could be sex trafficking, or it could just be dealing with young children. dealing, a man will be dealing with, like, old man be dealing, like, with 18-year-olds, and, on that type of fence, teeter-tottering on the fence, doing that type of thing. Yeah. It could be, this could be somebody who looks at a lot of porn. It could be that somebody may get caught, like, looking at child pornography or have child pornography. Um, or this could have been somebody this happened to them a year ago. Or it's some type of case coming up, or somebody's talking about it in the news. Like, something could be coming up in the news that happened a long time ago. Some type of legal situation, or some type of situation where something happened to someone. It could be a family member of yours, or it could be something that you experienced, somebody finding out your past, like, I guess, or somebody finding out somebody got a record of some sort where they've done some illegal activity. Sorry, I don't know what that was. But other than that, it looks like in the workplace for some of you, I feel like you may be looking at other talents that you might have. Like, some of you may not have realized you could do one thing, but you could also do another. So I feel like that's being revealed, or you may be put in a situation where you may be offered an opportunity to try something different or to learn something different, and you may be good at it. Some of you are learning not to hang out with certain types of people, or you're changing your friends up, because for some of you, you're dealing with people who for some of you, you just deal with people who swim upstream, in a sense where they could be in illegal activity. You hear the sirens going off right while I'm talking. I don't know, some of you were involved in illegal activity and you're trying to get out of it. Maybe some of you were involved in a gang. Or you dealing with someone who's involved in gang activity. But be careful out there in them streets, Gemini. That's the reading I got for you. Make sure you check out the one that I did in August. All right, to see if anything resonates now, because it's the end of, it's now September. So, do the same thing with this at the end of the month. Check it out. See if anything resonates with you or someone you know. And again, these things don't have to happen to you. Could be happening to somebody you know. Hell, you could just be watching a show where this is happening to somebody, okay? It could affect you differently. Just keep in mind that's the energy. That's how it is. It can affect everybody in some other way, shape, or form. So that's what I got for you. If you need a personal reach out, my information's in the box below. Yo, the sirens are going crazy. Gemini, who's going to jail? Like I said, somebody got a record. Or somebody nervous waiting on the cops, thinking the cops gonna catch them for some shit they did that they didn't get caught yet for. I don't know what's up with that, but hopefully you staying out of trouble. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Also, the link to the other channel is in the box below as well. Check that out. And shout out your favorite Virgo. Say happy birthday to the Virgos. It's Virgo season. And I wish you guys the best. I'll see you later on in the month. Peace out, Jimmy.